In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how much I made from pig farming last year, 2023. I mean, last month, December 2023. So in all, I sold 13 pigs in that particular month. 13, yes. If I had more than 50 pigs to sell, like to let go, I could have easily sold them that very month when the demand was very, very, very high in the area. Okay, so this is how much I made from them. Like every year, the thing is, every year I plan to increase my price, like not just by increasing the price, but to raise a particular pig to exceed the previous one, so that I price it more than the previous one. So I've been doing that for I think 4 times now. I always try to raise a particular pig so that it will price more than 4 or 5 pigs combined on the farm. That's what I do all the time. Like every December, that's what I try to do. So even as I'm talking to you, I've already separated one pig that I will be raising to that stage again. I always talk about how profitable pig farming is, and I also started this channel with you to just showcase and then to also increase your interest and then maybe your passion to keep it alive, so that you come into this business in case you have not yet decided. After telling that it is profitable without giving you numbers, it means that I'm deceiving you into starting this business. Let's just talk about the monetary aspect of it. So last month, December, I had 5 groups of pigs of the same size, which I priced them the same price. That is 1,500 each. There were 5 in all. So I sold them for 1,500 each. There was also a boar in the farm, which I sold to my regular customer. This year, I decided to give him some amount of discount. So when they came also, I gave that one to him for 4,200 on the farm. And then the stubborn sow I talked about, the aggressive one, that one too was sold for 4,000 exactly. After winning the piglet, I sold it for 4,000 and had it eliminated that same day. Four growers, I mean, one male and then three females also on the farm. Those ones also, I sold them also each for 1,000 each. And one funny thing that happened was with those 4 pigs, I didn't actually try to do the pricing myself, but what I did was I didn't sell to anybody at all, but some loyal customers that have been buying from me. This year I did something funny also on the farm. Like I said, I named it point and price. So anytime the customer comes to the farm, like the pigs are there, they are 4 in number. Those pigs I'm talking about, they are 4. So you point, I want this. I said, how much will you pay? Then the person would be like, I give you 800. I'll give you 700. I said, no, do something. Okay, so it was fun doing that with my customers, and most of them were able to get the exact price I wanted. But those who couldn't, I made sure say I helped them to get to the point I want to get from the piglet, from the growers. So in all, those 4 two, they went for 1,000 each because they were the same size, same age, same weight. So I left them out for 1,000 each. And like I said, so in all, if you're putting the numbers together, which I'm not going to put everything together for you, but just to mention the prices to you, okay? So that is what I'm making this video. So you put the numbers together to see if it is profitable. So once the sales was going, someone also showed up and said he already had interest in starting this pig farming thing, but it's always scared. But this time around, he wants to start it. Since I'm very close to him, he knows if he needs any assistance, I'll be available to assist him to see what he's doing also on the farm. So he also came and I sold 2 of my winners to him. Each I sold them for 750 each. Okay, so they were also 2, which I sold for 750, and they were also taken off the farm. So if you put all together, you could see that I sold 13 pigs that very month, December 2023. So I wouldn't say it is not profitable. It is very, very profitable. But one thing is, if you're coming in, just come in with the belief that you will succeed in it, like you will do better. And also come that you will need patience a lot to go through this, because it's not something that you just start today and then you're seeing the results. I started 3 years ago. This March 2024 will be my 4th year in pig farming, like owning a pig farm by myself. Okay, so it's not just one day thing you will do and then you see the results beforehand. If that is what you want to do, then I think you should be doing buying and selling. Maybe you can buy the pigs, go and sell to people, get your money fast. But to raise and breed these pigs, It means you need to wait a bit, have some level of patience. But to anybody at all can start this pig farming, provided you're not being stubborn and you are willing to learn. Okay, you want to go out there, ask people who are doing it, and then you get to learn it. I say pig farm is one thing that is giving me meaning in life. I enjoy seeing the animals just walking around, just seeing how they behave in the pen, how they feed. You know, when they're hungry, and you go to meet them and they're hungry, just the feeding alone makes you like relieve some stress from you. Okay, because you go to see like this particular boy I have on the farm. The mouth is always like this, you cho 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 cho. So it makes that sound alone makes me laugh on the farm. Okay, and then you see piglet also. Another one will be eating. Once one is eating, you see the other one also put uh, his mouth or the snout just below the other one, and then raise it and lift it up before he also get access to the same feed. Meanwhile, the feed is enough for all of them. So anytime I finish supplying the feed to them, and then I just stay there to watch them, see how they are behaving. You see some of them too very very stubborn, and I don't know how to put this thing right. But instead of them eating what is in front of them, they don't do that. They stand and cross it this way, cross the feeding trough this way, such that they prevent the other ones from coming. So in this case, that's where if you are not observing them, some of your pigs will be growing and others are not growing, simply because those that are bullying the smaller ones are starving themselves and losing weight in the process. So you always observe them. Once you see that some are very strong and trying to bully the other ones, you do the right thing faster by separating the weaker ones from the stronger ones. If they are co-equals, in that case, there's no trouble. They fight, they eat, they fight, they eat. But if one is stronger than the other, unless the stronger one is fully satisfied before the weaker one gets access to the feed. And even with that, what I've also observed is if the stronger one is already full and the weaker one has not even started eating, you see the stronger one, sometimes they urinate on the feed or even just go to lie on the feed in a way to cool their bodies. Meanwhile, the other ones are starving. Okay, so you need to pay close attention to your animals when you are feeding them, and a whole lot of things happen. So pig farming, it is something me I've never regretted doing it. I'll always continue to do it, and every year I try to add or expand the farm a bit. Every year I try to add more rooms, which I'm doing, because I just love to see these animals. Yes, I love to see them, even if I should raise them without you giving me the money, or if there's an organization that will pay me just to raise pigs, don't kill them. I will gladly do it because I just love to see the animals. Okay, and it gets to a time that you, the family, become emotionally attached to these pigs that selling them or seeing them killed, you're not comfortable with it. I'm saying this because I had one pig on the farm, very friendly to me. That the very day I saw the pig, I didn't stand to look at how he was killed. I just saw the pig and asked the person that this is the pig. So the next time you come, my mom will show you where will take you to the pen, then you eliminate it. But please don't remind me that you're going for that particular pig. Why? Because I was emotionally attached to this pig. So pig farming is what I love to do, and I'll always do it. Going to the farm, making myself look dirty on the farm, and at the end of the day, it brings me this cash. It's a cool thing I'm doing. And if you want to start, do what you think is right for you now, if only it aligns with your passion. But last year, and for that matter, last month, that was how much I made. I sold 13 pigs in all, and that was the amount you realize from selling the pigs. Almost 80% of those that I have as customers, they are all repeat customers. Since I started Pig Farm, there are those who have been buying from me. Even if they don't buy themselves, somebody close to them will come in the name of that person to come and buy. So it means I have had this kind of a loyal base who buy from me all the time. And they buy from me because I also give them what they need.